This was the first fan I could grab. Yes, it's a drag race fan. I don't care. It's fine.
We love
Today's a mess. Today's a mess anyway. Boulets, we'll get to you shortly.
Not the roulets.
Yes, Boulets, we'll get to you shortly. we love the hand fan. We love the hand fan, honestly.
I think the best thing we've had is still the laptop case.
Or the Dr. Seuss book.
Or the Dr. Seuss book, yeah. Or Esme with a literal box fan. That was a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah. Indeed. But let's get this over with. Hello, Uglies, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. Today, on this here occasion, I made a cherry pomegranate lemonade because it felt very blood adjacent to celebrate the occasion. Because we finally, officially, for real, have a cast for Titans 2. I wish we had more to talk about with this cast other than blurry, somewhat things to discuss, but it's fine. I'm not crashing out over it. I haven't been crashing out over it for 6.5 hours. It's totally fine. Anyway, go get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. I'll show off a signature on here later because there is a Dragula Titan who signed this cup mug.
Well, hello, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm wearing my Scylla shirt. As you can see here. David, breaking the fourth wall, David is backstage and he
identity theft is not a joke.
But for real, hi everybody, I'm Brook and I'm passionate about pop culture. I'm also the CEO of the Sigourney Beaver fan club. Last time I was the CEO of the Poverty Shallow fan club, and that worked out very well. So this time,
good taste.
We're manifesting.
Period. And I'm so sorry. Who are you?
Me?
You.
Hi, I am Michael K. I am probably one of the world's nerdiest himbos, and I am making my debut premiere, and what a topic to talk about.
What a time for you to start.
I have opinions too, so you're going to get a lot of my personality in this first episode here.
That's what we want. We've had people come on here before, and they were like, "I don't want to say anything too mean or too hateful or super opinionated on the debut." No, be a bitch. Tell us the truth. Tell us what you actually think.
I mean, we'll get into it, but I mean, for the monsters, it's pretty constructive and positive for a lot of them, but for production, I don't think I'm going to spare the rod this time.
We're going to get into it, but Michael, we're so excited to have you joining the pod. We're so excited. Very excited. You will be seeing a lot more of Michael across the Cup universe. We're so thrilled because as we've realized, you and I might be the same person in slightly different bodies.
The more we talk, the more I'm like, we have the same opinions, and so why are we on this panel together? Because I agree with what Logan said. So
well, I'm glad someone does because most people don't. So I will take that gladly. But yes, we are here. We are talking about the cast for Dragula Titans Season 2. It is finally here. We have 14 monsters coming back for either their second or, in some cases, third appearance on Dragula. We're going to talk all about it with some lovely promo photos. Oh, just kidding. Let me get through the rest of the intro before I ream production here. Before we get into all of our detailed thoughts about this lovely promo, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Currently, we've got 5 active drag programs right now on the channel, which I think is a whole hell of a lot, but I'm very excited about all of it. So we will be here all season talking all things Dragula Titans. Premiere on October 7th?
Yes.
Great. That's a number. That's a date. Thank you. That came out of somewhere from the pits of hell in my brain. But we will
the
be here.
The Teletubby toilet bowl.
Exactly. Somewhere from the depths of the Teletubby toilet bowl, that information came. I don't know where, but we'll take it. We will be here all preseason talking all things Dragula Titans. We've got plenty of coverage coming for that. We've got plenty of coverage going on all across this channel right now. We've got Drag Race Malaysian Royale, we've got Drag Race UK, and Drag Race España on the horizon, as well as La Mas Draga Season 7. So much content coming out, so make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we're coming out with all of our content here. We've got a couple more videos coming out in the preseason for Titans, so stay tuned for that. And we've got a ton of content coming out all across the Cup Network, because between today and the premiere of Titans, we've got 9 shows premiering, because everyone, their mother, and their second cousin decided, hey, we're going to drop our shows in the end of September. And we said, okay, cool, love it, wonderful, big fan. So we will be here a lot talking about a lot of fun, lovely things with you all. So make sure to subscribe everywhere that we are available, over on our audio podcast, all of our other YouTube channels. You can find us on social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can follow all 3 of us. All our links will be in the description below as well. And go get your merch also. All those lovely, wonderful, and fantastic things. Now, Boulets, come to the front. Boulets.
Oh, dear Lord.
Why in the actual fuck do we not have promo photos? Quickly. I'll wait.
You ever
Our
feel
lighting is better.
they just forgot? Like, they do everything else, like they film the Meet the Monsters video, they do their thing, whole season's in the can, ready to go. And then they're just like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. It's like when you go to the checkout at the grocery store, you forgot to bring your list inside, but you feel like you had all the 6 items on it on your memory, and then just you forget to go grab the milk out of the dairy section or whatever, right? This feels like one of those times where they were just like,
This feels like you walked into the grocery store with a list of 6 items, and you walked out with 7 items, and 4 of them weren't on your list. That's what it feels like to me.
It's me. I do that.
Me, I also do that. That's why I order groceries from home, so that way I don't have to do that. Like, let's be so for real. Like,
you discover the beauty of Walmart pickup, you never go back.
That part, literally me, but beyond the point. I just like here, because we love Dragula here, obviously. That's why we're here. That's why we're talking about Dragula. We love Dragula so fiercely. We want to be able to talk about Dragula at its finest, at its best. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, the photos that we have to talk about today are bad. And you want to know why they're bad? Friends, family, fans, and folks at home. Thank you, Brooke. I will. Because I had to screenshot them from a YouTube video. Because that's the best quality shit I have today for you all. You could have kept it going. I would have been fine with that. You don't have to. It's okay. But I'm just like, I really wanted to be able to show you all some beautiful photos of these beautiful looks. And that's not what we're getting today. And I'm pissed. I'm pissed, Boulets. What are we doing?
Well, you could at least hope that the video was like good enough, like lighting and quality that I can't even finish that. Like, I I think half my notes were like, I don't even know what I'm looking at because there's no light in front of our lovely monsters. So,
A quick spoiler alert. I'm going to be 100% transparent. I have seen every single episode of Dragula. All of them. All of them. Everything.
Me too.
There were multiple times during this video where I'm like, who's that? It's insert person here. And like, again, that does happen with Dragula sometimes because the transformations that they're able to pull out is just insane. But
oh, that's Priscilla?
yeah.
Oh, like that was literally me.
Literally.
Like, we'll talk about it.
but she was on, yeah, we'll get into it. But on the lawn, I was like, who's acting like a gremlin, like sticking forks with her? But like,
Sporks.
Yeah.
Not even forks. They're sporks.
oh,
Girl. But it's just like, okay, what? Okay, I think we need to break down what exactly is the theme?
I wrote trick or treat. Like, it's just,
Where everything is a trick and there's no treat.
yeah. And they're like terrorizing. It's like Nightmare on Dragula Street. So
Damn. I love this almost this entire cast. And like, it's such a bummer because I feel like they deserve a better introduction than this.
I was like, this is a theme that's maybe a little offensive for a newbie cast because it kind of infantilizes whoever's part of it. But these are like legends. And I feel like you want to show some reverence to these people who've really built the show up. And trick or treat with low lighting.
Especially coming from one of the best promos Dragula has ever done for season 6. I said one of. I would say one of.
Well, you
I'd
like
have to look at all of them
earlier?
again. I'm thinking season 4 for sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
4
That's the only one
and
I
6
can-
for me. 4, 6, and Titans for me are my favorites. But Titans 1 for me are my favorites. But it's like, I agree with you. It really felt like, what happened? Like, I'm left with a lot of just like, what happened here? It felt like that first acting challenge from Titans 1, where they're all in the house and they did that music video. Like, it really just felt like they took that and tried to turn it into a promo theme with the exact same budget. And I'm like, okay, then where's Kendra Onyx? That's my question.
Where's
Kendra Onyx?
If we're gonna bring people back for like a third time, let's bring like Coco Kane back.
Yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, that's the big question I was going to ask everybody. Because for the most part, I think the internet is collectively pretty happy about this cast.
Yes.
Yes. Is there anybody you would have really, really wanted to see that isn't on this cast?
Yes.
Because personally, the absolute number one person that I really wanted, well, okay, Erica Clash, obviously.
Oh, you're not gonna say Erica. I really thought you were about to say Erica. Oh, okay.
No, okay. Let me be clear. The answer is always Erica Clash. But
of course.
Just for the record.
Of course.
If the answer is you can bring back anyone from any season of Dragula to do anything, the answer will be Erica Clash. I don't give
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, of course. But I was kind of surprised we didn't get more than one season 6 girl. I thought we might get 2.
Yeah.
And personally, the one that I really wanted to see on this cast was Grey Matter. Which, because personally, speaking for myself, I think Grey Matter should have won season 6. Personally, in my personal opinion. I am not the Boulets. I love Asia Consent. That's a queen. That's a mother. That's an icon. But for me, but
I think a lot of it has to do with, Gray's proximity to winning and then proximity to losing, to be honest with you. I think really there was only one person from season 6 that could have come back this soon and shown more. And I think we're seeing her, to be honest with you.
I kind of agree. I think Jaharia was probably my number one, but I think Pi could also be back too.
I don't know how much Pi could have shown in such a short period of time. That's kind of where I don't know how much growth we would have seen from Pi.
Mm-hmm.
I'll talk about it more, like my specific thoughts on Jaharia when we get to Jaharia there. I think the one person I would have loved to see on this cast is Maxi Glamour.
Mm-hmm.
I love Maxi. I think Maxi has been doing so much good work in Missouri for trans people, for queer people in general, in the political scene, and has been doing so much good drag work as well. I just really would have loved to see them get highlighted again. And I think it would have been such an interesting out-of-the-box pick for Titans here. I'm not surprised Maxi isn't here, but I really would have liked to see Maxi back. If they want to be back on Dragula, I would have liked to see Maxi back personally.
So do you think they might have asked them? Because I'm wondering, like, a person I thought that I might have seen is Throb. And I'm kind of like,
I don't
they
think
to have asked Throb.
I don't think Throb should be back at all. I think Throb needs to take a good look at Throb as a person away from drag for a while before Throb thinks about doing anything else on TV.
Yeah.
I just am really happy we didn't get icky people from season 5 on this cast.
Correct.
Because there were a few choices that would have made me real pissed. I am thrilled we do not have Organic on this cast. I would have been mad. But and
I got go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just like, watching Organic made me nervous, honestly, sometimes on watching the season 5, and I'm just kind of I don't know if we need to see more from Organic. So,
but no, I think
would
on
have
a
loved
whole,
to have had Fantasia. Love to have had Fantasia on this cast.
I love Mother. I love Mother Gaga. I really don't think Fantasia has a whole lot more to show on Dragula, to be honest with you. And I would have loved to see her. She would have been top of my list.
She's such good TV, though.
She's such good TV, but she would have gone home first. Let's all just be real and genuine and honest.
No. She would not have went home first.
With this cast? Yeah.
I mean,
she's not even bottom 4 on this cast. What do you mean?
She's got a good gig in Vegas and Puerto Vallarta. Let her live her life. But I will say overall, I am very happy with this cast. And I think we should talk about the cast.
And Meatball.
Yes, well,
obviously.
Well, Meatball ain't ever coming back.
I know, but it's kind of like people that say Willem every time we have an All-Star season. Like,
Meatball ain't never coming back.
I feel like I need to say it, or else I lose any even slim chance that it could happen.
I love Meatball. I love Meatball dearly. She's a dear, sweet diva, but she ain't never coming back.
She not like the show, or the show not like her?
Both. From what I've heard. But
okay.
Let's talk about the cast. I'm so sorry about these photos, everyone. Just deal with it. Y'all saw the video. If you haven't seen the video, I guess go watch the video. But we're going to go in alphabetical order, which means we are starting with Abhora.
I'm going to use the trapdoor.
Because apparently we need to see Abhora again.
I mean, would a studio promo shot improve this at all?
Probably.
Who's we? Who is the we that needed to see Abhora again?
There are some people that are excited to see Abhora again.
Did they just like not watch Titans 1? That's like the only thing I could fathom.
Hey, I'm excited that there is a significantly lower number of twinks for Abhora to thirst over this time. So,
Wow.
I don't know. I am certainly intrigued to see what Abhora has to offer. And I'm going to be honest, I actually don't really dislike this promo look. I think this might be my favorite. I think this might be my favorite of Abhora's promo look, to be honest with you. I actually kind of, I don't mind it. I like the hair. I like the vibe. I think it's a fun, it's a fun witchy kind of energy. I like the pants. I like the mix of textiles here. I don't mind it, to be honest with you. It is pants.
I'll say, like, the lighting is so bad in this promo that I had to watch this a couple times, and I actually liked this better the more I watched it, because I'm like, oh, the little like spiderweb like net like dress that's actually has some form or shape. I thought it was like kind of all over the place, but I mean, it feels like there's a lot of different elements that are good on their own. I just don't think they mesh in this look. I'm not a big fan of the shoes. These kind of goblin, like long toed shoes. That make you have to walk like you're in flippers. I never think they get pulled off well. So
yeah.
I mean, look, if Abhora's gonna do a clown look, right? That means I'm going to compare this to Abhora's other clown look. Because Abhora's Ghost Town look is one of my favorite looks that has ever been on this show. So because of that, I look at this and I'm like, yeah, okay. It's fine. And like, that's not fair. But it's how my brain works. I'm not going to lie. I'm not thrilled to see Abhora on this cast. I have witnessed one too many seasons of Dragula Titans with Abhora ruining it. And I really, really, really hope that does not happen again. I'm just irritated at this, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Just kind of irritated.
that's totally fair. I mean,
totally fair as well.
But I feel like there's some stronger personalities on this cast that may put Abhora in check, honestly, because I feel like some people may be quicker to snap and kind of shut down the whole thing. But
I definitely agree with you, Mike. I think there's definitely we'll talk about those bigger personalities here in a bit, but I think if Abhora is up to her normal antics, I think there are some people that just aren't going to put up with it. I think if there are two people that come to mind immediately that just are not going to put up with her antics.
Yeah,
especially in the game of Titans, there are some people that just are not going to put up with her shit.
One can hope.
I certainly hope.
I don't like. It felt like her stay on Titans 1 was kind of manufactured to get more buzz around the season, and I just don't like when contestants kind of. I understand there's a production aspect, but I feel like it's annoying when contestants kind of are past where I feel like they should really kind of be cut from the competition. So I'm coming in with an open mind.
I'm going to come in with an open mind because it has been a little bit since we've seen Abhora on TV. I'm intrigued, but I am going to keep my past experiences with Abhora in mind. I unfortunately have not been the biggest fan of Abhora ever, but if she presents good drag, then I'm excited to see Abhora. And that's where I'm going to leave my opinion for now. So, period.
I'm not as open-minded.
That's valid. And that's completely valid. I get it. But
is it time for my favorite cell phone?
Blackberri. It's time for another season of me getting to say Blackberri.
I'm
Love it.
so happy with this. So happy with this.
We fucking won!
See,
Sorry,
I'm gonna let the CEO of the Stan account talk for. Go ahead.
Oh no, Mike, go ahead. I'm just here bouncing.
I'm just thinking, like, when I saw this, this is one of the 2 times that I gasped during the promo, because I was like, and the more I looked at it, and I had to look at it a lot because, again, the lighting's terrible. You can see here. The more I really, really loved this look, and I'm just kind of like, oh wow, she's like, I felt she was already this wonderful kind of like polished, kind of campy monster from season 5, but like this is, I feel like she's shown like growth here, and like it's a step up, and I'm really excited to see more of what she has. This gave me very like dark Sailor Moon, like the little jewel in the middle of her thing, and the red bands all around. I love the face is amazing. It has the little Diablo like horns, and then the mustache. I love anything that kind of bends gender together and kind of can show a lot of effeminate stuff and a lot of masculine stuff in one look. I love monsters that can do that, and this was one of my favorites of the promo, and definitely a good palate cleanser. I gotta say personally, because this is amazing. So.
And she did talk on Instagram about her promo being reminiscent of magical girl villains. So like we're definitely getting that energy from this for sure. I'm just yes. Period. This is the correct choice. Thank you. Signed, CEO of the Blackberri Stan Club. And I thank you.
Where do I sign up? I'm new. Where do I sign up to this?
You're already there. You're already in. There we go.
Yeah, I'm also really thrilled. I think Blackberri is one of the most underrated performers in the past couple seasons of Dragula for me. Because I've always thought that if Blackberri were a skinny twink, the fandom would have been all over Blackberry's drag. And that's just what I've always thought. Mm-hmm. Personally. Because I remember the Alien Sex Worker Challenge. I hope everyone here remembers the Alien Sex Worker Challenge.
We'll talk about an icon from the Alien Sex Worker Challenge here very shortly.
Yeah, well, okay, but importantly, Blackberri won the Alien Sex Worker Challenge with an actually good outfit, Logan. Importantly.
Oh, yes.
And I will say, I love every single piece that Blackberri wore on season 5. And I'm just very happy that Blackberri is back. I'm very excited. Out of the 3 runner-ups from season 5, this was by far the best choice.
Blackberri could have and should have won season 5 of Dragula. And I stand by that. I love Neo. I do enjoy Neo's drag. Blackberri could have and should have won season 5 of Dragula. And Blackberri can and will win Dragula Titans 2. And I thank you.
Bitch.
I think she has every single thing it takes to win this season.
I kind of agree. I think she can make a deep run. I think she has all the talent and polish. I also kind of agree with what you said, Brooke. Like, I think she's very underrated. I think there's something about that I kind of noted to myself. She does a lot of kind of campy like looks, and I'm like, we don't really see a lot of Black monsters queens do camp looks, because it kind of what you said. If this was a white twink, people would give it more credit because they'd be like, oh, so thought provoking and good. But like, I think hopefully this is the season where Blackberri can show what she has always had and then some, and get the flowers for it.
I hope so, because she deserves it. And this is a Blackberri Stan podcast, so yeah. If you don't like Blackberri, in the words of Cynthia Doll, there's the door, bitch! Icon! And I love Cynthia. And now is the time to bring it up. I got to bring back my cup mug because I do have the beautiful autograph of Queen herself, Miss Cynthia Doll. I do love this dumb bitch. And I'm so excited that she's back on Dragula.
I really loved the internet going, what is Cynthia's hair? And I had to go like, girl, you cannot tell me I'm that old. I cannot be the only one that knew immediately what she was doing.
Oh, yeah. It's incredible.
No, but like the people online that were like, why is her hair like that? And I'm like, have you watched Rugrats, Tamar?
No, because everyone's a fucking child.
It's in the name. It's in the name.
Literally,
the dress in the name. You can't even see it, but the outfit, because the lighting's terrible, but the outfit is Cynthia's doll's color scheme too. And she has like the little like ruffled dress and everything. She just tears it away immediately, which I don't think she should have, because it became a bar outfit after that. But
as a Rugrats child, this will always be my bitch. I will always stan this woman. She can do wrong in my mind, unfortunately. I can't say she can't do no wrong because she has, and I love her for it. But nevertheless, yes, perfect casting choice with this group. Perfect casting choice. She is one of the girls that is not going to let Abhora put up anything.
I was like, this is one of the strong personalities that's going to like check any sort of like shenanigans. I don't think Cynthia is very opinionated and strong voice. I don't think she's like, I never saw her as villainous every day. I thought she was very like actually kind of kind. But I mean, if somebody wants to come and start a fight, I mean, Cynthia is there to kind of jump at the energy that's being brought. She gives what's been brought to her. So
yeah.
Well, as a JK stan, I did not used to like Miss Doll very much. However,
valid.
As time has went on and opinions have evolved and grown, I am now a big fan. It really helped getting to see her as the Exorcister last season. I think that really showed like her personality more than the like edited, fabricated version of Cynthia that we were seeing on 5. And that's not her; that's a production thing.
Correct.
But I will say, I was gonna say, Logan, if you say this girl cannot do wrong on this show, I'm gonna have to remind you very quickly.
We all saw
one of the worst outfits in the history of Dragula.
Which is also one of the best outfits in the history of Dragula.
It's so terrible that it circles its way back around to being okay.
No. It's not okay. It's not right, and it's not okay. But it's so bad that it has circled its way around to being iconic. That's where it is. Because it's not a good look. None of us can sit here and say that plush alien bullshit that she wore was good. No one is going to sit here and say that. But what we can say is that it is iconic. Because I don't think any of us can sit here and say anything about any of the other looks from that runway, except for maybe Fantasia's. That is the only other look from that run. Yeah, that is the only other look from that runway I remember.
I remember that JK was like a truck stop worker, essentially.
And that's it. But like the one thing you remember from that floor show is Cynthia. And that's what makes it iconic. That's probably why she's here. Like, and she also had one of the worst elimination exterminations of all time. So like, yes, she should be here.
What was hers again?
The invisible shock maze.
Gosh, I love when they pretend that they're being shocked. Like, Jade Jolie and hers, she was like laughing. She was like, you see the smile on her face. I'm like, I want more shock content. It's just, how are we to believe that these beams of light immediately send a surge of electricity through?
But regardless, Miss Doll is back, and I hope she slays. I hope she slays. I need it.
I'm here for it. She has the personality. Like she.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled nonetheless. So. Disasterina!
I knew that was going to happen. I was preparing for it.
Very good. We love that.
Thank you. I've been working on my Disasterina impression for a while.
You're working on your what impression?
In preparation for my Disasterina impression for this exact moment. Because next up, we get the honor and privilege of discussing Miss Disasterina! Because finally they put her back on TV. And we thank you.
I don't know what they were thinking, like waiting this long, because honestly, my note is that she's like the Tammy Brown of Dragula. She's just so much of a character. I'm like, this is a reality TV show. Like, you want to put on people that you're like, these people aren't real. And Disasterina is definitely that kind of crazy. I never know what you're going to get with Disasterina, but I also wrote down, this is exactly what I expected from Disasterina, this look right here with the puppet and just the maniacal laughing, and just, this is exactly what I wanted, and she's serving. So
I'm thrilled. Because one, when I think about season 2 of Dragula, actually, Disasterina is one of the last people I really think about, and that's nothing against her, but just because season 2 is such a great season of television. And they did it.
Clash first, but sure.
Of course I do. That's Mother. And then I think about Bitch Pudding because, again, Mother, and then so on and so forth. But anyway. I will say, it's not her fault. It's just they didn't show us a ton of her on 2, but what they did show of her, I remember vividly. And also, I feel like people forget she was only ever in the bottom twice, and the one time she was in the bottom before she went home, 6 people were in the extermination. So, like, she really had a Jan track record. Like, she was just 6, pretty much the entire season. And even the week she went home, I think she was 3rd from the bottom that week. Because I know it was the week that Abhora
she really should not have gone home.
Was in the extermination and also won the challenge when she should have just been in the extermination because the runway was bad and the floor show was terrible. And it should have just been Abhora and James, but that's beside the point. But they're not going to send home into their storyline. Fuck that. Sorry. Disasterina is an icon. I'm so excited she's here. She really did get the sugar cane treatment on her season, and I'm really hoping we can get more of her on this cast because I think she's fantastic.
Yeah, I just went back and looked at her track record, and like she has an incredible track record from season 2. Mm-hmm. Like it is actually kind of a stupid track record. High, bottom 6, high, safe, high, exterminated. Like,
and a few of those weeks she could have won, and I don't think anybody would have really been surprised by it.
No. Like, she could have won Monsters of Rock, in my opinion.
Agreed.
She could have won the week before she was exterminated. Like, I'm thrilled for Disasterina. Disasterina is one of my favorite monsters of all time. I just the fact that we get Disasterina.
We get who?
I'm so used to giving, and now I get to receive. Yeah.
Who do we get, Logan?
What?
Who do we get?
What?
Who do we get?
Disasterina!
Thank you. I needed one more.
I don't need to do it every time. My voice is getting hoarse now because of it. Don't make me do it every time. I just want to say Disasterina sometimes.
Well, hopefully we'll be saying it a lot this season. So
I will get prepared with my throat coat tea.
yeah, exactly.
I just ran
Get
out.
that echinacea ready. You know that.
Yeah, I gotta prepare again. But very excited for Disasterina. Thrilled. Next up, Dollya Black. But the new and improved and lovely, gorgeous trans woman that is Miss Dollya Black.
I really like the.
Brooke, you can't do that. Brooke. No, Brooke, you can't do that. No.
I can and I will.
Damn it, Brooke.
There's elements of this I really. There's elements of this I like. I love the neck up. I think is really really nice. Honestly, I love the headpiece and the hair. I do like the idea of the metallic bikini. I think to me it looked. The more I saw of it, the more I'm like, oh, it's kind of just like taped on, not taped on, but glued on or something. Or it looks a little awkward in how the top piece is. I don't know. There could be more there, in the body. But I like the idea of a metallic bikini, like Xena, demonic Xena warrior princess.
Meets Medusa, meets like Athena almost. Like it's kind of giving like Greek goddess in a weird way. Like, yeah.
I like the also the makeup like lines throughout the body. I wish there was more of that. Again, the lighting kind of robs the work of the makeup there, and maybe we'll get promo looks. Maybe we'll get some studio lighting pictures of these looks. But just what I can see, like I feel like I like the concept. Again, I love the neck up. I think the bikini and the it's a little ill fitting in the bottom half. But I feel like a lot of solid like bottoms like that, kind of metallic bottoms like that, kind of always have that look to them. That's just a personal preference thing. So
it looks puffy and not in a good way on the bottom. Like the because of the lighting and the metallic, right? Yeah. Because it makes it look like the metal is puffing, and that's I don't know why.
It's not a good. It's also not a good angle. It's not a good material. Like none of it is. Oh,
you just say it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good.
And I'm a fan. Like I am a fan. So this hurts me to say, right? That's why I muted. I didn't want to be that person. I love Dollya. I am a huge fan. But this is not good. And I feel like, granted, I'm going to blame a little bit of that on the lighting and where we're at. I don't think it's nearly as bad as it looks in this photo, probably. It probably looks a lot better when you put a bunch of lights on it, and it doesn't have that puffy look in the crotch, and it doesn't have, like, this awful shadow effect on the back of the wig from the headpiece. Like, I can't really... Also, why is the hair red?
Yeah.
That's okay, the other
I can tell you why it looks weird. It's because it's a structured bikini.
Why would you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the video again because I really just needed to solve this problem here. It's a structured bikini, so there's some kind of like built-in structured piece. I can't tell exactly what it is. But it's a structured. So this photo is just not Dollya. I apologize for this photo, but also blame the Boulets. but I apologize for this photo. But looking at the video itself, it's a structured bikini piece. I think then with these kind of built-in, this like chain piece that's going across her stomach, I think that is all maybe built in together. Because then you have these kind of like upper hip pieces going across. All of that I think is kind of built into one piece. So I think that's why it's fitting a little bit weird, and why it looks weird in this photo is because it's just a weird angle, and because the whole thing is structured, so it's adding a little bit of bulk where it shouldn't be.
If it's all like structured in kind of a solid thing, all the movement is really going to make it look really weird at times, and then we're picking a really
and because of the way that the video was produced here, this is a shot in movement, and this is the best full shot that I could get of this look. So unfortunately, all things considered here, Dollya, this photo is horrible, and I apologize. But I will say I actually do like the idea in concept, and looking again, I do really agree with you, Mike. All of the detail work with the makeup on the legs, especially her legs, and all of the makeup work look incredible here. Like it's really giving like it's giving like
stone a little bit. Oh, you think stone like marble? Oh,
I'm thinking marble. Like I'm thinking like Medusa marble, but I'm also getting like Xena, like all of those references we talked about a little bit earlier. Like I'm getting all of that from this.
Power Rangers.
A little bit.
It's giving Power Rangers.
It's giving Power Ranger villain. Yeah.
Well, we know she's good at the super villain look.
Yeah.
So like, I love Dollya. I am actually a big fan.
Yeah.
I just wish we could see this look in a better light.
Me too.
Absolutely.
What I can see, like neck up, I think that's stunning. I think that's great.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to maybe blame production on this one, because what I can see of the bottom half limited.
We just have to go with what we can see, though, is the unfortunate part. Because if this was like a fully functional promo, we'd probably like it more with better lighting.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I'm also very excited for Dollya. I know Dahlia's been on a journey of transformation, obviously, in the last couple of years. I'm excited to get to know Dollya as she is now. I'm really excited to get to know, because I think that was one of the biggest things that prevented me from really getting to know a lot about Dollya on season 3, obviously, is Dollya not really understanding herself and kind of feeling a little bit guarded, a little bit jaded almost in the competition. So I'm really excited to get to know Dollya as herself. And I think that's what I'm most excited to see from Dollya, because the drag is good. The drag has always been good from Dollya. So I'm really excited to get to see Dollya as her truest version of herself now. And that's what I'm most excited for.
I agree. I love when I see contestants come back in a more fully realized understanding of themselves. And it's a storyline we see a lot with contestants who then have transitions since they come back. And that's always exciting to see, because you can just see the radiance of contestants who come back after they've started transition. And I'm excited to see that from Dollya. I do agree there's kind of a bit of jadedness that there was in season 3. I also think there was a lot of antagonizing personalities in season 3 that were directed every which way.
And a lot of pressure with Victoria having just done as well as she did.
Exactly. She did really well in season 3. I think she was great. I'm excited to see more of her. That's kind of why I'm giving some leniency on this look, because I have faith in Dollya's taste level and ability. Yeah. So
I agree. Next up, speaking of season 3, returning for her 3rd time, we love her here. It's Evah Destruction.
Yay!
Follow Evah Destruction.
Hi, Evah. Hey, love you, girl. Now let's get into the real shit. Evah, what's this promo?
good?
I have some like defending points of this.
I'm intrigued to hear it, baby.
I love the makeup. I do love the ghost makeup, honestly. I think I like the concept of it as well. It's very much when they showed like the side of like her eyes and I thought she looked gorgeous. I thought that was such a good look of her. And kind of the flowing dress, it's kind of giving me like, she kind of looked like Tilda Swinton, but as if she was in like Celine Dion's It's All Coming Back to Me Now, like with the flowy like nightgown and stuff. So I kind of, and since I'm such a huge fan of that, I like this outfit.
Okay, wait a damn minute.
Yes, let's break it down.
Because everything you just said is correct. I'm gobsmacked by that. By that comparison.
Let's unpack it. Let's.
Here's what, because yes, that is 100. I think I'm spot on there. Where I'm at a loss is this is just so different that I really was just like, Evah? Huh? Like, this feels so left field from anything I have ever seen Evah Destruction do. And I've followed Evah for years before she was even on Dragula season 3. Like, I've been a big fan of Evah's for a very long time. I am so beyond excited that she is back on this season. Because I think both of her first 2 seasons of Dragula were a disservice to her drag art. I will say that. This promo for me is just so left field that I'm kind of left just like, huh, okay. And that's kind of just my overall thought is kind of, oh, okay. Like, it's not negative inherently, but I'm really confused.
Can I tell you what that hair gave me? And it's the first thing I noticed in this look, because a lot of the colors kind of blend, so the hair is like pulling out. The way the hair looks, and I have not been able to get this out of my mind, and please do not think I am comparing the look of this person to the look of this whole outfit. It is just the hair, right? Has anybody ever seen Courtney Hadwin on America's Got Talent?
No,
I'm not.
Oh, girl, it is the same fucking hair. Like, the same hair. And, like, again, no shit. I love Courtney. Big fan of Courtney, actually. But, like, I was looking at this and I was like, oh my God, that hair is, like, traumatizing to me. Because Courtney had, like, really long hair. And it was always draped like that during her performances. And it would bug the crap out of me.
Is she like a teenage girl?
Yeah, she's a teenage girl singer from
I see it. Oh my God.
And again, this is not me comparing Courtney Hadwin to this look in any other way. It is just the hair reminded me of that so hard. But other than that,
the meta that we have created with this look is groundbreaking.
Yeah,
truly.
literally, she's breaking the ground.
Somebody, on the premiere, somebody in the YouTube chat was just like, "Is this Jarvis?" And I laughed.
No! Would have loved for Jarvis to be back, by the way.
Jarvis would be stunning.
Jarvis?
Well, I think that's why nobody could like ID who this was, and I was confused too because I was kind of like I don't know who I was expecting honestly when she was
not Evah.
I thought it might have been Zavaleta at first, and that was like because like I could see this being a little bit like La Llorona-y and like a little bit more Hispanic influenced.
That'd be stunning.
I could have seen Disasterina doing this, to be honest.
That was my other thing as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not Evah.
Not Evah.
I can't get Tilda Swinton in It's All Coming Back. I hate
Tilda
you.
Swinton and Celine Dion's "It's All Coming Back to Me Now." I have to say, the bottom half of this outfit is just kind of a mess. Like, I don't but it reminded me of the music video, so I'm like, I love the song, so I like this look, and I like Evah, so
Shout out to
I mean, I really
Soleil.
like Evah.
Yeah.
I don't like look.
You know, Dina,
I want to look at
you're fair and valid for that take.
because it's just
Do you think her look broke?
yes.
And that's why
Well,
we're seeing that?
I like it a lot. I think it looks really great.
Oh, okay, good.
Um,
well, I'm glad someone does.
Yeah, I personally really enjoy it. I think okay, this is gonna sound like a terrible take at first. I kind of like that it's not very polished. I kind of like that it's a bit rougher because to me, I really just think the rougher edges for an outfit like this can work. Especially when it's a promo and we don't have an assignment. You know what I mean? To our knowledge, we don't have an assignment.
I think there is a take level to mess, and Evah, I'd more trust to put mess together in a tasteful manner.
Yeah, and I mean there is a concept to this. Like I see the vision. I'm still like, and I don't dislike this either. I'm just confused.
Mm-hmm.
I could have put this on literally any other monster on this season before I would have put this on Evah. To be honest with you, like literally anyone else before I would have put this on Evah. Like this does not feel like Evah.
Loris would not wear this.
I would have Loris in this before I would have Evah in this.
Fair enough.
Like I'm just confused. But I'm
it
intrigued
is better than
now.
her catsuit entrance look from last time.
Correct. But yeah, I'm excited to see more of Miss Destruction. So
Yay!
Good on you, girl. Good on you, girl. Next up, it's Frankie Doom. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm very excited.
Oh, we can tell.
Look shit, but I'm very excited about Frankie Doom.
You feel like they might have told the girls like about a week before the promo. It was like, hey, promo looks are due in like a week. Have fun.
I was saying, I put down the note. Am I crazy for thinking this is something I would see in season 1?
Well, Frankie Doom.
I mean, Frankie Doom was great in season 1. I think she was wonderful, and I liked her looks. It's just this look specifically, I don't really see. I mean, we only saw a little bit on Resurrection, but I don't see much of a growth from season 1 to this. But
this is still kind of just the drag that she does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because she came to Tucson about a year and a half ago. This is still like the drag that she does, and there's I inherently there's nothing wrong with it. I just would have liked to see a little bit of an elevation for at least your promo.
I agree. I think what I said before is like I really like masculine and feminine elements merging together. I love like the feminine element of the dress and its mesh, and you can see the hairy body underneath and everything. And I love like those mashing those elements together. But again, this is something that I feel like I saw Frankie Doom wear in season 1. So
yeah,
I agree. I don't want to be too negative because I still think it's like not bad. I don't think it is outwardly like offensive. Like a few other things that I have seen on Dragula in the past. Shout outs to Cynthia Doll. But love you, Cynthia. But I will say I don't want to say I was expecting more because I don't think that's a fair thing to say. But I kind of thought we might get more, if that makes any sense.
It does.
especially because we don't like. At least for me, right? There are certain people I keep up with online and certain people I follow, right? But Frankie's not one of the people I, follow on Instagram and like. I don't follow anybody on Instagram. I don't follow anybody really on Twitter, So I was kind of because again, we got the rumored cast a couple months ago. So when we found out about it, we looked around to see, what was going on, and I was a little bit surprised that. I mean, one, I thought Frankie should have been on Titans 1. But when we're coming into Titans 2, it's been, 6-7 years since the first season of Dragula now? I was hoping for a little bit more something, but I don't think that's necessarily fair to say, if that makes, you know what I mean?
She did also take an extended break from drag, so I think that does have something to do with it. She did. I believe she did take like a year or two off of drag. She moved to Alaska, so like I know that there's been like a lot of things that have gone on in her life, so that very well might have something to do with it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not, not here to defend Miss Doom. I'm not her lawyer. I'm not her attorney. I just am. I'm a fan. I really enjoy her. I think she's lovely. I may or may not have flirted with her on Scruff at one point. So, maybe I'm a little bit biased. Point being, I do like Frankie. I think she's a sweetheart. And I'm thrilled that we're finally getting to see her back on Dragula. If this is any indication of the presentation that we're going to see from Frankie, though, I'm worried.
Yeah. I like the outfit. I just think, when I think promo, I think like you really need to put your best foot forward, and I don't know.
But what I will say is this look is very clean, concise, and well put together for what it is. I will say that. Like I think all of the red mesh is really, really well put together. I love all of the accessories. I love a monochromatic look. So actually, I think as far as looks are concerned, I think she has one of the more well put together looks. I just think it's a tad simple for the promo, like what you were saying, Mike.
I agree, and I think it's really cute. I think all the pieces are really cute. I think there's like a gold belt down where the crotch is, and I think it's really, really cute. Again, you expect a little bit
promos.
Yeah.
It's promos, yeah. But love Frankie. Thrilled.
I'm excited. Love Frankie.
Thrilled. She is another one not going to put up with any shit from anybody.
I was about to say that's a strong one.
Speaking of someone who's not going to put up shit.
Yeah. I rewatched season 1 again, and then at that reunion, it was just that was a fiery reunion.
Well, especially because the season 1 girls pretty much all knew each other, and like
they all knew each other.
Yeah, so like, season 1. That's one of those things that's like an experience to go back and watch. Especially because I'm like me myself, I watched season 2 and season 3 and 4 before I went back and watched season 1.
Oh,
so like going back I was like, whoa, this is.
And see, I've watched Dragula since the beginning, so I watched season 1 live.
Mm-hmm. It's the same effect of going back and watching the first season of Drag Race, and it's probably how it's going to feel watching like season 1 of King of Drag in a couple years. It's going to feel weird going back to these shows before they were these like over the top extravagant productions back when they were filmed on a 20mm camera.
But I think it's really fun that we have somebody from the Out TV YouTube, like, or was it Hey Queen YouTube days?
Hey Queen,
to be on a full like TV production budget and just show their stuff. Because Resurrection was really just kind of a glorified documentary. It's great that I'm happy that she's here. I'm excited to see what she can bring, and I loved her in season 1, and I don't expect that'll change. It seems like she's the same this is the same aesthetic that I saw her in season 1, which I love. I want to see more. So
exactly. But speaking of girls that are not going to take shit from anybody.
Oh my god!
I cannot believe that these words are coming out of my mouth. But hey, Jade Jolie, welcome to Titans.
Oh my god.
And you know what? I'm thrilled.
Oh my gosh.
When I tell you, when that rumored cast list dropped and I read the words Jade Jolie, I'm like, nah, this isn't real. No, this is a fake list.
Literally.
It's never happening ever again. She is never coming back to reality TV. Here we are.
And we are
Here
blessed.
we are.
And we are blessed because, oh my gosh, look at this. This is, bitch. Oh my god.
Can I say, this is the best Jade Jolie has ever looked on a televised drag program?
Yeah.
Can I level
Jade
that up?
looks sickening.
Yeah.
This really feels like somebody who took going on to season 4 of Dragula, right? Because the big thing that I remember about Jade on season 4 and on Drag Race too is that the entire time it was underestimated. Took no shit from anyone ever, but underestimated the entire time. Never really had a chance to stand out on either season, really.
Correct.
In terms of in the challenges, but always captivating to watch because she's just that entertaining. And I was really hoping when the rumored cast dropped, I was like, okay, if she is back, I want to see, and I hate using this term, but I can't think of a better way to phrase it, of how Dragula she is now, right? Because coming into season 4, it was really, I want to show that I can do anything and everything.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think she succeeded at that pretty well. Mm-hmm. But this really feels like, okay, this is where I'm at right now. This is what I want to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? She's gonna eat this the fuck up, and I am so excited.
Dude, she ate these monsters up. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite look of the promo. I gasped so hard, and I was like, "You are kidding me! You are kidding me! It's not this good." And then the more I look at it, I'm like, "It is that good. Like every element is so good."
This is top 2 promos for me.
Yeah, I just love, and I actually, this is going to be a controversial statement. I wrote in my notes, she out Sigourneyed in this promo.
She did. Brook, she did.
Not too much.
How do you outserve? How do you out glamour the glamour girls on this season?
Mm-hmm.
That's how. I have loved Jade from the first time we saw her on Drag Race. I loved getting to see her make the crossover to Dragula. And I agree with you, Brooke. I really wanted to see a moment for Jade to really stand out on her own without any preconceived notions, without any underestimation, without anyone really saying, oh, no, you can't do that, girl. And she is here. Jade is here. Jade is back. And looking at, and I think it's an interesting point to bring up, because I do agree with you in some ways, seeing how, like, quote unquote, Dragula she is. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily think she needs to prove that. I think she just needs to be in this competition to show how Jade she is. Because she is also someone that has gone through a huge transformation since Dragula season 4. She's gone through a lot of stuff in her own life. I also follow her very closely. She's one of my favorites as well. So I've seen a lot of what's gone on with her. She is in such a good place in her life now. Like, I'm sorry. I want to see Taylor Swift on Dragula. I'd love to see it, honestly. I'd love to see her somehow bring what makes Jade onto Dragula and see her make it work. Like, I think that would be so sickening to see that happen.
Scary celebrity impersonation challenge. I am so down.
Well, that would be handwritten for Jade to win, but I wouldn't mind it.
I don't know. Sometimes these girls show up with these impressions and they kind of surprise us.
Well, it would be handwritten for Jade to succeed.
I mean, hey, would I complain?
No.
I think I'm fine with that.
I think I'm okay with that.
This is honestly, this is death of a showgirl right here. This is like, I'm so excited to see Jade here. I think just in more broad terms, when you were saying about like not being able to shine, and she took a lot of crap in season 4, like she didn't belong there. And I think every season we get a lot of the glamour monsters get a lot of flack from the other monsters of like, you don't belong here. And I think that's honestly, I hate when they do that. It's very gatekeepy to me, because I'm like, they got cast, they deserve to be here, and Jade deserves to be here. And honestly, seeing this, I'm like, go deep, girl. Like, honestly, like I am here for it. And this is incredible. If we get looks like this, I mean, we're going to be well fed this entire season.
I agree.
And I know she has glamour, obviously, but I mean, she showed a lot of filth also on season 4. So she has that down as well. I think she has like all the corners like marked. I just hope that she can. This look is such a great like sprint start in, and I just hopefully that momentum just keeps running, because I would love to see Jade succeed on Dragula, because that would be such a wonderful story to watch.
I agree.
I'm excited. Get her, Jade.
Also fun. Jade. I remember I have actually met Jade Jolie before.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I was at Drag Race Live in Vegas. And the booth that we were in right next to us was Jade Jolie and Pangina Heels. And this was during Dragula season 4 was airing. And this is also, I think, the same time, like Pangina had just got Manoa Luzon off of UK versus the World. So like we were able to tell like, Jade, love you. I feel like I was kind of on Jade's side on all the fights in season 4, because she was in
the right in all of the fights on season 4.
She was having fun and just being herself, and everybody else just had a bone to pick with her and Sigourney and every other glamour queen that they felt didn't deserve to be there. And then Pangina,
especially that one disgusting woman that claims to be a glamour queen, but will never, ever succeed in being so. I'm so sorry, Mike. Continue.
You will never be glamour.
Never be glamour.
You're not that type of girl. But yeah, we told Pangina also like, love you, and she was just very, very thankful. But yeah, I've met Jade Jolie, and
I love that.
Lovely person, very sweet. Yeah, one time. I'm so excited to see her. This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to. I didn't expect it, but here I am, and I'm so happy to be here. So
thrilled. And I'm just as thrilled to be in a universe where we are right back here talking about Jaharia. Jaharia.
An interesting choice for me. I will say, I didn't expect them to pick Jaharia. And not for lack of reason to pick Jaharia, right? Because I think Jaharia is actually a fantastic choice. I'm just kind of surprised. Because, again, Jaharia wasn't the most featured person on this previous season of Dragula. And there were definitely times where I think Jaharia was just underrated by the judges. I think she did a lot better than they were giving her credit for a lot of the time. And I will say she was on my draft team, so I have an innate love to Jaharia. So I'm really happy she's here. It was Jaharia and Scylla. And I had the first pick, and with that pick, I chose Scylla. I have taste. Beside the point.
Do you?
I do. I love Scylla. Beside the point.
We're still trying to figure that out.
Love Scylla. Big fan. Beside the point, Jaharia. I was kind of again, I didn't think she would be here because I as far as we are aware, she's the exorcister on the new season of regular Dragula coming up. And I'm kind of surprised that they brought her back before that happens. So what I'm hoping is that she blows this season out of the water and has like that Coco Kane trajectory here. And they had no choice but to make her the exorcister. That's what I'm hoping for.
I think one thing I love about Jaharia, I do think she was overlooked in season 6. I also think season 6 was a very stacked cast. So I think, honestly, I feel like any of the top 6 probably could have won another season on their own. So that's just my opinion. And Jaharia, I think I'm excited to see Jaharia in another season because I feel like, it is really, really soon, but I feel like, she has more room now to show what she has here. And I think honestly, her performance level honestly was the best of anybody, I feel like, on season 6. Just her energy, just her ability to connect with the audience. It's more of kind of what you would expect of somebody who would go on Drag Race. I would expect lip syncing potential and stuff is what I'm thinking, performance ability. And that's one thing I really, really loved about her. And, it's very fitting that I feel like she's kind of wearing a bar outfit here. Of the bar outfits tonight, I feel like this is kind of the best. I do love the dark bodice, the eyes on it. I love the headpiece. I always love anything with the symmetrical hair tassels. The face is kind of confusing me. I'm not sure if I think it's cohesive with the whole thing, but again, I think it fits who I see her as. I do definitely see her as more of her strengths kind of lie in. Whenever I saw her lip syncing, I saw her come alive on season 6, and so that's kind of the realm that I see her biggest strengths. But I would hope she can show that she can be a full-rounded queen, because I think she did show that as well. It's just season 6 had so many heavy hitters that it kind of got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, I think Jaharia, to that point exactly, I think Jaharia was someone on season 6 that really stood out for a lot of different reasons. Because it was such a stacked cast, she stood out for being so... This is going to sound bad compared to everyone else, but being so real. And being so homegrown in an interesting way. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but being such a classic drag queen in that she makes so much of her own drag. She's such a local queen. We didn't even know she was on the cast because she wasn't rumored on the cast. No one really knew who Jaharia was going into the season. So for her to get cast and then immediately become one of the biggest personalities from the cast, one of the narrators of the season, and then to go out in such a pivotal point of the season at 6th, where so many iconic queens have gone out and so many iconic monsters have gone out on Dragula, and for her to be the first monster brought back on Dragula shows that the Boulet, she made such a good impression on the Boulets. It makes me so happy because I love Jaharia. I loved Jaharia from the moment we were introduced to her. I'm just so excited to get to see Jaharia and Blackberri on the same season. I'm so excited that we're highlighting more Black monsters as well, because we've had such a difficult time with that, especially with Black alternative drag artists in general, across the board. So I'm really excited that we have such strong Black alternative drag artists on this season of Dragula as well. I see what you mean about this promo, but I actually really enjoy the promo. I think it's on the simpler side, but in a very, very cohesive way. I like the bodysuit. I really like all of the accessories with this. This for me is elevated bodysuit in a way that I really, really enjoy for a promo. It kind of harkens back a little bit to her original promo as well, which I really enjoy. Because we had the neon green with the face, and then now we're kind of evolving that into the neon green with the pink with the same face. It feels like an extension of her original promo look, which I do really enjoy. I love all the eyes on here as well. I'm just really excited for Jaharia, and I'm thrilled to see more of her. And like I said at the top of the video, I think she's maybe one of the only monsters from season 6 that I could have seen coming back this soon with so much more to show. Not to say I would have not been excited to see some of the other season 6 monsters come back immediately. But I think Jaharia has the best chance of, like we were saying, kind of pulling a Coco Kane, coming back immediately onto Titans and doing incredibly well. I think Jaharia stands the best shot at doing that because there is still an element of Jaharia. I would say Jaharia is the wild card of this cast because there's still a lot of Jaharia's skills and a lot of Jaharia's like repertoire that we still don't really know a whole lot about. So I'm really intrigued to get to see more of her drag, more of the way that her brain works. And I do think some people might underestimate her on this season, and I think that will be to some people's detriment.
It's kind of crazy to me. Like you mentioned that Jaharia is one of the ones cast. The lowest placing person on this cast on their original season got 7, right? And when we're looking at a cast of 14 people, that tells you a lot about that we're getting on this season. I really hope that Jaharia gets a better and developed edit this season. That is priority number 1 for me for Jaharia. Because I want to know about Jaharia. We really didn't get to see a lot until she's in her head edit. Oh no, she's in her head. It's in her home. So like I want to see more of who Jaharia is behind the drag and behind all of that, as well as see the incredible drag that Jaharia can bring.
I agree. Sir, can you wait 5 seconds for me to switch the slide?
I could.
Next up, we're all very excited for JK.
Yay!
I thought you were the CEO of the Sigourney Beaver fan club. So what's the tea, sister?
I can be the CEO of multiple fan clubs and have been and will continue to be. Season 5 of Dragula was a very hard watch for me at times, and we talked about it on the channel. And I want to make this abundantly clear. Absolutely none of that is on JK.
Nope.
I don't give a fuck if half the fan base hates this bitch and half the fan bases love them. The half of the fan base that hates her is wrong. What an iconic performer. Some of my favorite moments in the history of this show are because of JK. Some of the funniest one-liners in the history of the show are also because of JK. Fuck you, JK. I'm available. I stole it a couple months ago when Logan told me to fuck myself in a video. And like, when I saw the cast, I figured she'd be back, and we talked about it during season 5. She should have been back, and I'm so excited to see what she is going to bring and what she is going to do. Unfortunately, for me, I have to deal with the fact that there are some other people in this cast who like putting people down. So I'm going to have to deal with that. But you know what? Jay will throw it right back in their face and not give a damn. And you know what? I'm thrilled to see it. Fuck yes. If Sigourney, for some reason, does not win the bloodbath at the end of the season, this is who I want.
One thing I really loved about JK is kind of like what you said. Is like JK doesn't take it. She would always stand her ground. And one thing, and that's something that I really kind of admire. There's kind of a pluckiness to JK that's like really endearing. I think a lot of people do look at the more dramatic elements, what few there were in season 5, and it was kind of all laid at kind of the detriment, I think, of JK in a lot of ways. And I'm excited to see them in a different season, because I also think season 5 has a ton of issues. I think that could be a podcast in and of itself of like what went wrong there. But I like the attitude that I get from like JK's looks. There's kind of a silliness, a cute and a funny aspect to this. There's kind of a prom night, like the top is very prom night. There's kind of a guy and girl prom night sort of like elements to this look. And I think it kind of shows kind of the best parts of JK that I saw in season 5. Like, it gave me a lot of the bellboy look that he had that I thought was just absolutely incredible. And when it's reminding me of that, I'm like, that was great drag. And so I do like the attitude of this look. I think there are some, maybe the bottom parts may be a little simple. But the top half, I like the performance. I really like, there was kind of a silliness. He was kind of prancing around with the roses, and I think throwing the roses in the thing. So I do like JK. I do think this is a very fight heavy cast. I think we're due for a lot of iconic sparrings, and I think JK might be the recipient of some of that. So I think he also would push, give it right back, and I think that's probably why that a lot of that attitude will be given that way. So I fully expect Jay to be in some fights this season, but I also hope that they can show, like I said, like the fun, campy, energetic, playful drag that I've seen them do before.
On previous podcasts, there have been some pretty big personalities. Mine's bigger. There have been some very annoying people. I'm more annoying. There have been some people that are kind of loud. I'm louder. That's all I have to say. I love this bitch. I love this bitch so fiercely. They are stupid. They are dumb. They are idiotic. And if I needed more reason to love them, they literally posted on Instagram today, sitting in the airport in this coat from their promo look, on the way to a gig, going, when you have the Dragula promo at noon, but a gig at 1. Eating a Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwich.
You know what else she posted about 15 minutes ago, by the way, because I checked her Twitter. I checked his Twitter. Literally posted 4 pre-made GIFs from this promo already to their Twitter.
JK is giving more effort than the production. So
I love JK. And JK, if you are watching, I am available and am semi-frequently in Brooklyn. And I thank you. Semi-frequently. That can change, and I would like it to. Anyway. Yeah, no. This is also top 2 promos for me. My 2 favorite promos were Jade and Jay.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I love this promo. I think this is one of the coolest Dragula promos I have ever seen, to be honest with you. And I think it's just because it is so dumb and stupid. Like, this whole this androgynous prom look with all of the blood and the roses, and just the makeup is so good. Can we talk about the makeup, please? Because the makeup was their kind of biggest, like, critique from the Boulets on season 5. And we're seeing the makeup absolutely incredibly done here. I think JK is going to slay this season, and I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait for the half of the fan base that for some reason hates this person to be proven incredibly wrong, and I can't wait to see it.
I also love the fact that on Twitter this yesterday, people were like, I cannot wait for JK to get announced for Dragula Titan Star. She's like, yo, I'd have to be sick to go back to that show.
My gosh,
I'm sick.
We stand some internet trolling of the fan base.
This is the internet troll of Dragula.
Yeah.
This is the troll.
This is the Doja Cat of Dragula. So
maybe not that far. Anyway.
Okay.
Maybe not that far. But we must move along.
Oh.
Because next up, La Zavaleta.
I got her down as Z, so I was like, are we really at Z already? But I forgot.
No, we're at L.
La
Yeah,
Zavaleta.
I have her here at L.
That's what I hope she takes.
Oh, really? We will get into it.
Okay. Just because she was a bitch on season 4 doesn't mean that's exactly how she is.
I mean, she goated a lot of people on. Like whenever Hoso was having a crash out, she was like, "I love this. I love this. Keep going, Hoso." And then Hoso was like mean to Sigourney, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
You mean everyone was mean to Sigourney?
Yeah,
except for Jade.
Yeah, exactly. But this look, I actually really love this look. Honestly, I think for the more when I saw this, I honestly couldn't help but like, because of construction wise, it was similar to Dahlia's. I was like, this is kind of what Dahlia's like. How much more it could have been Dahlia's look could have been embellished, because this is like how you do kind of a sort of it's not necessarily bikini, but it's like less clothing, showing more skin. I love the cultural influence. It's kind of like an Aztec war, in this androgynous Aztec warrior coming to like take your head. And there's kind of I always love that Zavaleta always brings a lot of her culture into it. I think one of the best runways I saw on season 4 was the Wild West one, where he was kind of this sort of I'm missing the word right now. But her runway there, I think, is kind of showing she loves to kind of infuse some of her culture. And I think that's amazing. I love that. So, yeah, I love this look. As far as Zavaleta, the character, this is one of the other strong personalities I was thinking of whenever I was like, people doing shenanigans is not going to go unchecked, because I feel like Zavaleta is going to be immediate to kind of jump on that and be like, we're not doing this, but kind of dress somebody down for kind of speaking up. I personally really liked a lot of the fight she was in, because I think she knows how to kind of like, I think she does kind of play a lot of the fights up for like cameras. I think she knows they're making like TV. And I kind of think she'll bring that, honestly. I hope it's not at the expense of anybody this time around, because I feel like she was very mean to Jade, and I think she was mean to Sigourney. Not as bad as some of the other contestants, but she definitely kind of goaded on some other people. But I think like one of those other people that was really mean to Sigourney, Mary Cherry, I feel like when she left, Zavaleta, I felt like kind of blossomed a little bit, or it kind of became a bit more like, okay, I kind of like who she is, because at the beginning of season 4, I didn't really like Zavaleta, but by the time she left, I was like, I respect this monster. I think that she has a lot of skill. I really do think she has a lot of skill, and I think there's a polish. If she can achieve a certain polish in her, I think she can go far. Whether or not people really like that, because I think some people might find her an abrasive personality, I think there's that potential that she could go far in this season. I love this look. Well, it remains to be seen necessarily how the fights turn out, like whether or not I actually like Zavaleta this season. But again, I go in with an open mind, and hopefully there's less toxic influences this time around.
Hopefully she won't be one of those toxic influences. This is the person I want on this cast the least out of everyone by a severely high margin, outside of maybe Abhora. And I will say this right now. I am actively worried that she will be making a deep run on this season. I don't want to deal with her. I just don't. Jade ended her properly multiple different times. Icon that she is. Sigourney ended her properly multiple times. Icon that she is. So I go home early, please. Based on season 4, if you show up and you are a completely different person in the edit, I will fully come around and be happy. But at this point, I just don't. I'm not happy that you're here. Look is great. Love the headpiece here. Zavaleta's drag has never been a problem. It's never been about the drag for me. The drag is always good. Well, most of the time it's good. I just don't like her. she's a bad seed on this earth. To quote 33.
I wouldn't judge her that fiercely based on just what we saw on TV. But with all that being said,
okay, hold on. You have done that to other performers before.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like what you just said. Don't do that to based on what you've seen on TV. I'm not the only one who does that.
If you let me finish my statement, I would have been able to finish my statement. Point being, I'm happy Zavaleta's here. I think she's sickening. I hope she doesn't get into the same antics that she did last time, and I think this promo look is really good.
Time will tell.
Indeed. Next up, Loris.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is another one that I'm really happy that a season 1 queen can come back and be on this bigger stage. And I really enjoy what I saw on season 1. I thought she was really interesting. And yeah, I think I don't have really much to say about this look. I think the lighting really kind of robs a lot of what it can pack. But yeah, I think I'm excited to see Loris. So.
Sorry, my was muted. I was going to let you go ahead and go, Logan.
Oh, I don't know why, because we've been going in this order the whole time. But I think Loris looks great, to be honest with you. This is one of the best promos here, and I think Loris really understood the assignment. I'm thrilled to see Loris back, to be honest with you. I'm very excited. I'm very, very, very excited. I think it's overdue. I think now we've got all of the rest of the Resurrection divas back on the show. So I think it's high time that we had Loris back. I think her drag has evolved so fiercely since season 1. This promo look is just so good. So good. Just I'm really intrigued. She's another one for me that is a complete wild card, and that I know she does so much different drag that I'm really, really intrigued to see what she's gonna bring, what she's gonna give, and I'm really excited for Loris. I can't wait.
Yeah, sorry, I was just checking something while that was going on. That's why I passed the mic real quick. Loris is absolutely one of my favorite casting choices on this entire group of people. Because again, we don't really talk about season 1 too much, but Loris was one of the first very polarizing Dragula contestants. You either really loved Loris or you really didn't care for Loris typically. And it was really rare to find people that were in that middle ground. So I'm just really excited because also the package that Loris brought on Resurrection was really hit or miss, which was kind of the whole thing with Loris on the first season too, was a little hit or miss. And I'm hoping that that's not the case now. Because I think this promo is a hit. I think this promo is great. I'm hoping that the hits just keep coming because I think Loris is going to be a really entertaining personality if Loris stays around as well. So I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic.
And it's interesting to see the 2 season 1 monsters that we have as well, and their approach, at least to the promo, where Loris is coming in with such a polished, her thing is obviously latex. So her being this polished, really, polished is really the only word I can use to describe it, but this polished presentation, and you have Frankie still giving her very grungy, almost androgynous kind of perspective to drag. I'm really intrigued to see how both of them have grown since season 1, but I'm excited for it.
I'm too. I'm I love, like I said, I feel like a broken record. I love when the older season queens or monsters get, budget from the studio, get this platform that they can show off their drag. And yeah.
Period. Next up, Priscilla Chambers. Now, okay, here's what I'm going to say. I know I had a lot to say in our Rumored Cast video about Miss Chambers. I don't know who I was conflating Miss Chambers with.
Madeline Hatter.
Was it? Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Well,
In
that's
what way?
Oh, I was talking a lot of shit about Priscilla Chambers in that video. And apparently none of that has anything to do with Priscilla Chambers. So sorry, Priscilla. I had a lot of shit to say about you. And none of it actually applies to you. It may apply to someone else. I'm not exactly sure who, and I'm not going to speculate on who. Personally, that's just me. What I will say is this promo is fun. Why were you sticking sporks in the ground, girl?
That's like a kid, like, little trick. She's doing the trick. Yeah, like, I've never done it, but, like, that's something like kids would do, is they'd stick, like, forks in the lawn. It's really dumb. It's really, really dumb.
What?
Yeah,
I've never heard of this.
Like, you would throw toilet paper in the trees, and then you would stick a bunch of, like, plastic forks in the lawn, because it's just a pain to bend down and just pick them all up. It's easy to put in, but then, like, kind of annoying to get rid of.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was kind of the thing. It was a little, the way she was stabbing, it was a little Gremlin-esque in the promo. Like, it was
just
like
a bit. Yeah.
It was like, this is not really Priscilla for me, because Priscilla kind of comes off to me kind of like a Southern Belle monster kind of vibe is what I get from Priscilla. And I love that in her promo. This look is really good. I love the top part more than kind of the bottom part's kind of, it's a lovely, I love the silhouette. It's a lovely kind of, mermaid dress. Mm-hmm. And I love the design of the blue going up to the sort of crotch area. And I love the blood, of course, is gorgeous the way it's done. And I think she has also some rhinestone on her, worked on her chest for necklace. One thing I really loved, though, is she stuck the cigarette up her nose, because that's kind of her iconic moment is like, he's like, I need a cigarette. Or she would like take a puff of her cigarette whenever some bullshit was happening in the workroom, whatever it was. So I think that kind of, I'm so over this attitude, maybe is what we need. It's kind of the foil to a lot of the shenanigans we're probably going to see in the, in the cauldron, in, well, I forget what the dressing room is called again, but
the laboratory.
Yes, that's the laboratory.
I mean, we affectionately call it the long table room, but yes, I think it's actually the laboratory.
I almost called it like the coffin, because they have the giant coffin table in the middle, but
well, yes.
Yeah.
But else before it was called the lab, and then it changed to the lab. And
in the old like season 2, 3, and 4 studio, it was something else.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
like
the
season 5
haunted boudoir or something. I don't know. It was something.
It was the boudoir. It was the
boudoir.
That's why I was thinking boudoir. I was like,
no, it literally was the boudoir.
But yeah, she's smoking a cigarette in the boudoir. Now she's going to smoke a cigarette in the laboratory and in the cauldron, and just going to be so over all the shenanigans that's happening. And you know what? We're going to be right there with Priscilla, because I think I kind of see her. This is not a pejorative. I promise this is not a pejorative. But like, I kind of see her as like kind of a monster pageanty kind of style. I think she's really good. I think she has a lot of versatility. I like her attitude. I'm happy to see Priscilla. yeah, I like the look. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
Well, as someone who grew up about an hour and a half from Asheville, I'm thrilled to see Priscilla back. But I will say something that I'm hoping gets touched on in the show is just what happened to Asheville around the time this season filmed.
Oh, yeah.
So for those of you who may not remember, that hurricane that came up the East Coast, I feel like it was like August or September of last year, completely wiped out like 85% of Asheville, which is where she's based in. So I'm hoping that it's a lot more personal to me because Asheville was one of those places that I would go through. I'd go to constantly when I was younger, and when it happened, it was just very like, whoa, you know what I mean? But I will say, I really think it's something that's important for us to hear about and talk about, like on the show, like because also Asheville, pretty conservative area, all things considered, still. So hearing how the drag scene in Asheville got rebuilt, I really want to hear about that. But also, I just love Priscilla. She is the definition of I'm too old for this shit, but not really too old. But that's the energy she gives off. I'm too proper for this shit. Allow me to go out back and smoke a cigarette while these two bitches are arguing about who was talking first or whatever. And I'm hoping she is in this season for a long time because I need her on my screen for as long as possible.
If they're smart, they would, because they need her to react to all the shenanigans that we're about to see.
Agreed. And last up, Sigourney Beaver.
Yay!
I think the most hyped member of the rumored cast, honestly, and for good reason. Oh my gosh, what is there to say about Sigourney? There's so much on. I think I'm really hoping this season that she can kind of shine through her own like merit that she has and kind of shine as the monster that she has always had, but like others give her that space to let her shine as well. I really hope that we're not seeing another season of, trying to, pigeonhole what Dragula is. I really don't want to see that again. And I think that we're going to see this because I think the monsters are smart enough not to maybe not do that this season because rightfully so. I think the fan backlash on season 4 was kind of swift against the people that were doing all that. As far as this look, it's Sigourney Beaver. She is fabulous and she's amazing. I don't think there's as much change from season 4, but I don't think she really needs that much change from season 4. She's just honestly she's like classic horror Elvira kind of drag aesthetic. I love this cape. I love the sort of like boning like lining on it, kind of like vampire-esque. Kind of this vampire mistress look. So as far as like the look goes, I mean, Sigourney never misses. I will say I do hope I see some gore and filth from her. I hope to see a little bit more gore. I don't think she needs to do too much, but I think she has that in her. She's shown that she has that in her in season 4. And honestly, this is Sigourney's kind of my winner pick going into this. As far as like the talent coming into this season, I'm super excited. I hope she goes far. I think she deserves it. I hope she deserves a season where she gets her flowers and it's actually celebrated, and her win isn't like the biggest fight in the cauldron ever seen since and from up until and since when she won a challenge. I've always loved Sigourney. I love this look, and I love that she's going to be back on our TVs again, showing us wonderful monster drag.
When I say that I was so unfathomably pissed that Sigourney was not on season 1 of Titans. I know why she wasn't. I know fully why she wasn't. I was just really upset because it felt like we had unfinished business here with Sigourney. And, you know, for a lot of the people on this cast, you could say the same thing. But coming off of season 4, which I will say is the absolute hardest reality show for me to get through at points watching that season. Because there are some nasty people on season 4 of Dragula. Based on what we saw in the edit, there are some nasty people. And Sigourney got through all of it, and then she didn't win. And it was really deflating. And as much as I love Dolly, and I am a fan, it just never felt like the story got finished in the way that it was supposed to. So Sigourney being on this cast, I figured that, you know, if they ever did get her back, internet would lose their mind. I would lose my mind. All of that stuff. I just didn't think they were ever going to actually get her back. And we talked about it when the rumored cast first dropped. Everybody in our little discussion page was like, 14? That seems like a lot. And like, Sigourney's got bookings. Like, it didn't seem like the whole list was true. And it might have just been some wishful thinking. I cannot tell you how happy I am to have been wrong. This is my winner. This is who I need to win this season of Titans. I need it. It's not a want. I want JK to win. I want Jaharia to win. I want Cynthia Doll to win. I want Blackberri to win. Plenty of people I want to win. I need her to win. Because I need every little bit of season 4 that made me feel so unfulfilled at the end. Again, nothing against Dolly. To be fixed and fulfilled properly. This feels like a prophecy, just sitting in the little dusty booth in the corner that somebody hasn't fully unfurled yet to see how it ends. Some of my favorite looks in the history of the show. Sigourney's going to serve it to you every time. This is my favorite promo look. I just think it looks gorgeous and glamorous and opulent, which are pretty much the first 3 words I think of when I think of Sigourney on Dragula. So I need her to win this season.
I am very excited for Sigourney. And I think everything else has really been said, so I don't think I need to add anything else to the discussion other than I'm very excited for Sigourney. So, that is that. We have our monsters. We will be back before the premiere for some shenanigans, so stay tuned for some more Dragula videos. And we'll be back after the premiere to talk about the premiere of Dragula Titans Season 2. In the meantime, let us know all your thoughts on this cast down in the comments below. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know who you're not rooting for, because maybe that's a little bit more fun. Make sure to check out everything we're doing across the Cup Network. Follow us on social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Go get your merch, lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, Stan Paul Boulet, and goodbye, Uglies. Cheers. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.